Hi, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today is beautiful. Today's episode is going to be Bigan Choka with Sada Roti. So let's go. Here are my eggplants. The eggplants are coming really good. See, there's not too many leaves. We cut most of the leaves out. This way we have better eggplants. So for the Bigan Choka we need eggplants. So I'm gonna pick a few. Peppers was harvested from this plant here. It is hot pepper, but it's not Guyanese hot, but it's very, very delicious. We're gonna put it in the Bigan Choka also. Hot pepper. Look at the size of these things. Not bad, eh? So now step one for the Bigan Choka and Sada Roti. You're gonna need the flour, so it's gonna, set while we're gonna roast the Bigan. So here I have some garlic powder and salt, or half a teaspoon each, and about a tablespoon of baking powder. You know, the person that made the best Sada Roti for me, that I can remember, because I'm more of a roti kind of guy. But I used to, when I was a teenager, 16, 15, 16, 17 years old, I used to go to my grandfather's ranch up Kanji Creek, place called Bamboo and Patwala. And we had a guy, he was from Kanji, I think, that used to work for us. So he worked for us for years. Worked for my grandfather. His name was Bharat. He had one eye. And this guy, he was a master to cook in the bush. He used to make Sada Roti. I had these two sticks, and he would sit over this homemade fireside on the ground, and he would make the Sada Roti every night for us. So now I'm gonna get my hands dirty inside there now. For the water, just add them a little bit at a time. You add too much, it's not a big problem. Then you just add some more flour. But it's better if you just add a little bit at a time in the water. So now we're just going to let this set. The last time when I made Bigan Choka, I made it inside. It was in the winter. I made it inside, I made it in the oven. And I got a few criticisms about that, which is understandable, because it's not the way we normally do it. But when it's cold outside, making it in the oven is pretty easy. So today we're going to do it on the barbecue. I see some people, they use aluminum foil to wrap it, which makes sense. Makes the eggplant cook. But I didn't grow up doing like that. I'm going to do it the way Mom did it. So instead of fireside, which I don't have one, I'm going to do it on the barbecue, on the grill. So I have these eggplants here. 3. Now, this is the first time we plant this one. It's a round one. I don't know if it's ready to be cooked, if it's ready to be picked, if it's good for the Bigan Choka, but we're gonna try it and see. This way we're gonna know. I don't know if any of you remember this, or if you did this. For me, when my mom made Bigan Choka, my favorite part after was to take this head, put some salt on it, and eat it. For me, it was like chicken. Can you believe we plant these eggplants small, they grow, and they give me such nice big eggplant to harvest. I find that so amazing. Well, as you can see, I pierced the eggplant and I sliced the garlic. Some of them I did it too big, so, and I don't want to put a big hole in the eggplant, so you have to have the garlic smaller and insert it into the eggplant like that. This one is big, so it's hard to go in. So here's the thing. I puncture the eggplant like this, but when I try to put the garlic in, because this eggplant, they're very fresh, so they're stiff, so it doesn't really work that way. So I put a longer slice and then just put it in. The longer slice works, see? Eggplant is really stiff. I think you can roast this eggplant without the garlic. Roast the garlic separately and mix them together. I think that would work just as well. So now I'm going to put some tomatoes. I'll do 2 tomatoes. And then I'll do this pepper. It is hot, but not very, very hot. But I'll put 1 for color. This one I'm going to use this just to add a little texture to it after. So just gonna put half of this yellow pepper. It's amazing I have all this stuff from my garden. Ah, it smells so good. Tastes delicious. I don't take out the seeds because I like hot pepper. Hotter it is, the better it is. Looks yummy. Some parsley. We'll take some basil. And we'll take some celery also. Add a little flavor to the Bigan Choka. I think this pepper is done also. I'm just going to add all this stuff inside. This looks good already, and the eggplant is not inside yet. So I think it's finished now. I touch it, it's soft. So it's done. It's hot. Don't want to burn my fingers. So when I was small, this is what I used to do. Put some salt on the head of the eggplant, and that was my treat for the day. That's perfect. Brought back a lot of memories here. So I'm cutting off all the head to eat. So I'm going to continue doing that, and then I'll come back and show you when it's done. Having another. Oh. So good. I have to eat the other one too. Ah, this is ridiculous. I forgot how good this was. Oh. So this is a wrong eggplant. First time we planted it, first time I read it, first time I'm roasting it. And I think it's very, very good. You can take a boy out of Guyana, but you can't take the Guyana out of the boy. I don't know about you, but for me, when you make this, I like it with extra salt. I'm not gonna put extra salt, but I think this eggplant needs extra salt. That's good, but needs some more salt. Very good. There's nothing like planting your own plants and reaping and cooking it. It tastes a lot better than when you buy it in the store. I'll make 4 of the roti. I think that's enough for me. Do I look like I know what I'm doing? So you see the roti? I didn't do it too thin because I wanted to raise, but I think it's gonna raise. See all those bubbles? I think it's gonna raise. Let's see. So now, as I'm doing this, I'll talk a little bit. First of all, you'll see one episode where I'm showing you my backyard. Well, what happened was we started out to do Bigan, Choka, and Sada Roti. And then I said, okay, let me show you what's growing in the yard. Then went from backyard to front yard to side yard. Then I go, you know what? I have one episode just to do it with the yard. So I split it. So that's the reason I'm wearing the same clothes. I didn't do much videos lately. Some of you see there was a lot of Pumse Dando Nationals, online Pumse National videos went up. Now to explain to you what that is, if you don't know, Pumse is like when you do karate, they call it kata. In Taekwondo, you call it Pumse. It's an imaginary fight at different levels. So whatever belt you are, from yellow belt, white belt, yellow belt, orange belt, green belt, whatever it is, you have to learn one of these to pass the other belt. So due to the pandemic, all the schools are closed. Now some of them are starting to open up. So I decided to try and do a tournament online. And the beautiful thing about it is you can have a child in Vancouver, British Columbia, and one from Montreal, Quebec, which is like 6 hours, 6.5 hours of plane ride apart, and they get to compete with each other without taking a plane. And that's the beauty about it. It was just a thought I had, and I said, I will try to do this. I didn't know how to do it, or how it can be done. So I started making phone calls. Eventually, I was introduced to this woman by the name of Cindy Richardson from Alberta. I've never met her in person, and now she's become one of my good friends. And she is quite amazing, very smart, very knowledgeable, hard worker, and she's also a referee, Pumse referee. And she's the one that made this all possible. And Cindy, if you're watching this, thank you very much. You're amazing. You're awesome. So it was such a success that on the week of October 23rd to the 27th, we'll do our second one. Now I had to put the videos up because it was one of the deals I made with some of the instructors that had their students participate. They wanted to see the videos so that they can analyze. I don't know if it's gonna raise. Now look at that. Who says you can't cook Sada roti on a barbecue? Look at that. Oh my God. Look at that. This is amazing. Number one finish. Actually, this is the first time I'm doing this. First time I'm doing this, and I'm amazed that it's coming out so good. So coming back to my story about the Pumse competition. For all those who participated, thank you very much for making this tournament so special. To that gentleman in the recreational black belt in the first video, I think you're an amazing gentleman. I saw that you are actually wearing an oxygen machine or a tank or something and participating. Now, my hat's off to you, sir. That is amazing. And Taekwondo is such a beautiful sport that anybody can do it, no matter the age or whatever condition, you can do it. I'm so happy that I was able to do this tournament so that all of those Taekwondo athletes from across Canada was able to compete against each other, and with each other, I should say, with each other, during the pandemic. So that's my episode for today. Bigan Choka with Sada Roti. Very healthy food. Most of the vegetables that are in this came from my garden. I'm so happy with that. The Sada roti, the first time I did it on a barbecue, and it came out pretty good. I remember when we were up Country Creek, Bart used to cook the Sada roti on a tawa, and then after he would take these two sticks and he would put it on the coals, and he made the roti like that. So it's the same idea I used. Made it on a tawa, then put it on the grill and made it, and it came out perfect. So thank you very much for spending this time with me, and I'm so happy that I'm back cooking for you. I will have some episodes. I will visit Montreal in the summer. It's beautiful here, and I'll put that up in the coming weeks. So you take care, stay safe, and have a good evening.